Hi guys, in this video we will learn how to write Go code with GoPath, what is GoPath and how to create Go workspace. What is GoPath? GoPath is an environment variable that points to the location of your workspace. If you have programming background, then you must be familiar with what is workspace. Workspace is a system directory where you keep your source code file and work on the source code. So Go path stores the workspace directory path. When you install Go, the installation by default set your Go path environment variable. In Linux, it sets to home/go, and in Windows, it sets to your user profile/go. If you are not aware of how to install Go, you can check my previous video. Let's see the Go path, what is set for my Windows system. You can open your command prompt. My Go version is 1.14. If I type go env, it will give you the list of environment variable. So here if we go and see, this is my Go path. So this is c:user Chaudhary is my user profile, and after that it append a Go directory. Let's open my user profile. For that you can type percentile user profile. This is the shortcut to go to your user profile. So now I am inside my user profile c:'Chaudhary. So inside that we'll find a Go directory. So this path is set as a user profile by default when Go is installed. So inside this you can see there are bin and package directory. By default Go creates bin package directory, and there will be another src directory. If you are having a lower version of Go, then we'll find that directory. Because now in Go 1.14, Go supports a better way of managing your workspace called as Go module. We'll come to the Go module. Now let's create a src directory. So this path represents the start of your Go workspace. So this is your Go path. Inside that we'll find bin, package and src. Contains the executable file. Package contains your package objects. src contains your source code. If you have installed a lower version of Go, that is lower than 1.11, then all your Go code should be inside this src directory. All your Go projects will be inside this single workspace. Let's say I am creating a project folder called, giving a name project 1. So this is one project. Here you will keep source code for this specific project, and if you are working for one more project, then you can create one more project here, project 2, and you can keep your project code inside this single workspace. So multiple projects are inside this workspace only. If you compare with the other programming language, every project has a separate workspace. Workspace are closely tied to version control system. But in Go, one workspace contain many version control system. Each repository contain one or more packages. We'll see what is package and how Go organize source code using packages. Package is nothing but a collection of one or more source file within a single directory. For better understanding, we'll write a program to see how packages are created and how the dependency of the packages are resolved using Go path. If your Go version is lower than 1.11, it mandate you to create your projects inside the Go path. Otherwise, cannot import a dependency unless it is present inside Go path. Go inside project 1 and try to create package. Import that package in a program. We'll see how we can import the package with the help of Go path. So just type cmd here. So it will open a command prompt. It will directly go to your project 1 directory. And if you type code dot, it will open Visual Studio Code. If you don't know how to install and set up Visual Studio Code, you can see my previous video. Let's create a package. So package is nothing but a directory containing one or more Go source code. Create a package of string utility that will convert any string to an uppercase. So just creating a folder called string utils. So inside this I'll create a source file called string utils.go, package string utils. The first line of the Go source file should be your package name. Then write a function that will convert string to uppercase. Upper, function name is upper. It will return string and it will take a string as an input, s string as an input. So this string will convert it into uppercase. For that, Go has provided a standard package called strings dot to upper function. Here we'll pass our s. So if you save it, it automatically imports the string package. These are standard library packages provided by the Golang while installation. So if we go here, the to upper function, it takes input as a string and return a string output, and it will convert it into uppercase. So let's return that value. We created a package which converts strings to uppercase. So this is our package. Let's create a file called main.go. From there we'll try to import this string util package and use it. Main.go package main. Your main function should be inside package main. Here let's take a string in lowercase. We'll import our package. Import string utils. But we cannot directly import like this, because when you do an import, it looks for a package in the Go standard library. If it is not available there, then it will go and search in your go path/src directory. And when you do an import, it will look inside this src directory. So inside this src directory, there is no string utils package. It is inside project 1 string utils. The path is project 1 string utils. So you need to provide project 1/string util. Always Go looks for packages inside the go path/src directory. So you need to provide this path, and it will search for project 1/string util. So it will find it and it will import it. How to call a function present inside a package? Just by giving the package name dot the function. So upper function we have created. So upper, and we'll pass the string here. Let's print it. So for that, we need to use fmt package. Windows uses backward slash for path, but we need to use forward slash. So I'm just removing that. So our own created package is inside project 1 string utils, and this is a standard library fmt package. So now our code is ready. Let's open the terminal and do an Go build. So now code is compiling. If I try to give only this, then it is showing the error here, cannot find the package this, and it is looking in your this is a standard library path. C:/go is your install directory, and there inside there is a src directory. It's trying to find there, and it is not finding there. Then it is going to our go path/src directory and trying to find it this. So it is not finding, so it is giving the error. If I build also, it should give the same error. So it is giving the same error. So let me just change the same and compile it. So now it is able to find it. I think now you understood what is the significance of Go path and how to import a package inside your source code and use it. How Go path is helping you to manage your dependency. If I do ls, the project1.exe is generated. Let's run it. Project1.exe. So the string what we have provided is converted to uppercase. I will create another video to push this package into an version control system like Git, and how to use it inside your program, how to use an remote repository inside our source code. So let's go to our Go path. Inside we are seeing a bin directory. Here some of the exe are available. It comes by Go installation. So instead of creating here, if you want to create your project exe, inside the bin directory, because bin contains all your binaries and the packages contain your package object. Package contains your package object. If you go inside here, you can see string util package object is available. If I do go install, it will install the binary inside the bin directory. So let's go and check. If I go in bin, see project1.exe is now created. So inside your go path, bin, package and src. Bin will be containing your binaries, package will contain your package object, src directory is your workspace. Inside that you will be having your multiple projects. So let's come to here. So the third point, we need to have our projects under go path / src directory. If you want to have different workspace location other than default provided go path, then you can change it by going to your system environment variable, and go itself provided go env command to modify any environment variable. You can go to your computer, you can click here, go to the property, advanced system setting, environment variables. Here go path is set. You can directly edit and you can type it any other location. You can use and you can use it as a go path. If your go version is equal or above 1.11, then go supports much better way to manage your projects. You do not need to keep your projects inside go path. You can keep it anywhere in the system. Dependency management is way better than the go path way of dependency management. So you can see these two reference link provided by Golang. If you want to change your go path, then you can go here for different flavor of operating system and you can change it. If you go to the next link, here you can go through this link how to write your go code within your go path. Go programmer typically keep all their go codes inside a single workspace. All workspace contain many version control repository. Each repository contain one or more packages. Each package contain one or more go source file in a single directory. The path of the packages directly determine its import path. So you can go through this. While changing your go path must not be same as your go install directory. So as we saw in our go env, when you type go env, this is your go install directory. Your go path must be different from go root and the import path. So import path is a string that uniquely identify a package. The package import path corresponds to its location inside a workspace or in a remote repository. So how to use a remote repository, I'll make one more video how to import that remote repository into our source code. We'll use GitHub for that. So if you don't know what is GitHub, what is Git, how to use it, how to create a remote repository, then you created a video tutorial, you can go through it. So these two reference I will provide in the description section. Hope you like the video. Please do subscribe. Thank you.